guys. I'm KT, and you're listening to the Jamaica Funk Show. Today, I got Christos and Joe in the house.
Hello, people.
Hello, everybody.
And today, we got a great show planned for you. We got the Frye Music Festival Debacle.
I think that's a good name.
I like the way you said that.
It was a debacle.
That's nice.
And we also have Barack and Michelle Obama, President Barack Obama and the First Lady Michelle Obama contributing $2 million to Chicago Southside youth for jobs and apprenticeships for the summer. And we're going to talk about the Barack Obama Presidential Library. So I want you guys to sit back, relax, and grab that last piece of jerk chicken and whatever else you're drinking and eating. And let's get ready to listen to some show enough, mama, shut your mouth, reggae music. Well, I remind.
Tell them go suck them, hey. Why me chest a kill me? So me last, so me cough. I the last one this. Straight to God, me soon stop. You give me direction. Take me to a place I've never been. Why do I invite you in my life when you're bad and I know? Oh, but you give me excitement and affection. The more I get, the more I want. Yo, me good with you. Yo, listen, any girl want me chat to a feel good with you too. You lie, for me never get to spend time with you. Jump and sleep after 12 and me dying for your cup to spend more time with you. Hurry up, cut it up and light it up. A little grabber that will nice it up. Under me liquor plus a split, you just have to turn up the vibes, you know. Them ya grabber, ya they don't like, you know. Just take a puff and pass it on, I know I do that for the night, you know. Right now me hype, you know. It has spill me feel nice. Right now me hype. Office and nobody that light. Big spliff in the mouth, wind down, wing the good night. Me have my license, alright. Sitting at the envelope, you and your squaddy would I like. Drive off with them mad vibes. Turn left, right, turn right. Pull up, park up, go inside. Transform in a one kite. It has spin me feel nice. Right now me hype. Breaking news for live. Fell down a smoking Fred Heights. But right now me want another spliff. Somebody go call father. Is $1,000 about this? Tell them go suck them. Hey, why me chest a kill me? So me laugh, so me cough. I the last one this. Straight to God, me soon stop. You give me direction. Take me to a place I've never been. Why do I invite you in my life when you're bad and I know? Oh, but you give me direction. Excitement and affection. The more I get, the more I want. Yo, me good with you. Yo, listen, any girl want me chat to a feel good with you too. You lie, for me never get to spend time with you. Jump and sleep after 12 and me dying for your cup to spend more time with you. You give me direction. You give me direction. You give me direction. You give me direction.
Rifle shot fly through chest. Gun inside them can't test. Everybody know, I am the greatest. From me small and I grow me a dad. We know we're second hand. Class have a piece and circle come on. Can't spend on the big yard gang. White all know me think them long. Push her down where you stand. You see I'm Brooklyn a graveyard them belong. The thing them land and the thing them plan. Start junglist. We not drop out we drop bomb. Yardless. We not drop out we drop bomb. Southside. We not drop out we drop bomb. Marvellous. We not drop out we drop bomb. Chosen. We not drop out we drop bomb. Waterhouse. We not drop out we drop bomb. Spanish Town. We not drop out we drop bomb. But if you rock Fort bury up on the sun. Second city me they tell you I'm a beer. Rough tougher than clear. Look a pussy stop puff up and pray. Cause Superman can't save the day. Then the van rifle use clear the way. A smoke a crave in here. Gunny man walk out with the key. Star Spring we no play. CLM we no linger. No take suck mother and middle finger. The killers from flanker. 50 caliber we fire pan tanker. Canterbury top anchor. Rock down any town like cancer. Rose Heights, we are gangster. When we talk no about cancer. We no drop out, we drop bomb. Yardless. We no drop out, we drop bomb. Southside. We no drop out, we drop bomb. Marvellous. We no drop out, we drop bomb. Chosen. We no drop out, we drop bomb. Waterhouse. We no drop out, we drop bomb. Spanish Town. We no drop out, we drop bomb. But if you rock Fort bury up on the sun. Everybody know I. Everybody know. Everybody know. Rifle shot fly through chest. Call inside them can't test. Everybody know, I am the greatest.
All right, guys, we're back. So, earlier, was it this month or late last month?
It was just this past Saturday.
Okay, so earlier this month, which the month just began, but earlier here in May, there was a festival that was organized, and it was set to go off earlier in May in the Bahamas. It was called the Frye Festival, and it was being put on by Ja Rule. And it was supposed to be like luxury.
Yes.
Like they were supposed to be able to go and live like they're living the life of the rich and famous.
Right. I got some stats on it, and if we run out of time, I will continue to talk to everybody on Facebook if we run out of time while we're live on Spreaker.com. So they promoted this for a year, and you would have thought, oh, that's plenty of time, right?
I mean, even what's her name? Kristen Jenner. What was her name? What was her name? Jenner. You know, Bruce Jenner used to be. What's Bruce Jenner's new name? Anyway,
I don't know who she is.
I'll tell you what her name is.
I can't think of that right now.
No, I'll tell you what her name is. Kendall Jenner.
That's
Kendall. That's their daughter. Kendall Jenner promoted it on Instagram.
She from England?
All right, so here's the thing. The tickets cost $2,000 each.
And they were going to this private island that was said to be owned by Pablo Escobar. And if you know who Pablo Escobar is, he was the head of the drug cartel until they shot and killed him in Colombia. So this is supposed to be like a really, really fabulous place.
Yeah, they promoted it to be like this fabulous resort. See, this is how the story went. They were flying over and they saw this island. It has a sandals resort on it, okay? But they said, oh no, we'll do a festival there.
Yeah, and they were supposed to create lodging for people. And when the people got there, they said, first of all, there wasn't a lot of attendees there to help direct the people to where they needed to go.
And the FEMA thing?
So, and then they said that the lodging that they were supposed to have, because they were supposed to have this posh lodging for them.
Mm-hmm.
One concert goer said it was like FEMA tents.
And with I've seen a lot of the pictures online, and they were FEMA tents. They had porta potties. They had FEMA tents. The person that they were supposed to cater for them, they broke the contract with them like
the week before.
Right.
The week before.
And the food that they were serving there, they would serve
substandard.
salad, and cheese sandwiches for people who spent thousands of dollars to come there. And then they said there was wild animals around there. And they told wild animals walking around on the island.
That was good.
And then they said, don't bring money. We're going to give you a wristband, and everything you do, you just got to swipe. You have to worry about being robbed.
Yeah, your money will be on the wristband.
But what they failed to tell them was you had to have some cash because the taxi drivers didn't swipe. So people didn't have any way to get around.
Wow.
I mean, it just went on and on. They said it was a barren island. It wasn't private. Sandals Resort was right there. And the people that wanted to leave. Now, they had an airplane dropping people off and bringing people back.
A private plane.
Right.
They were flown into this island on a private plane. Not only were they flown in on a private plane, but they said when they got there, some of the tents that were supposed to be up for them to live in were still in the boxes.
They didn't have proper sanitation.
They should do some work themselves.
Oh no.
Let me read a statement that Ja Rule put on Twitter. Ja Rule said, we are working right now on getting everyone off the island safe. This is my immediate concern. I will make a statement soon. I am heartbroken at this moment. My partners and I wanted this to be an amazing event, and it was not a scam, as everyone is reporting. I don't know how everything went left, but I'm working to make it right by making sure everyone is refunded. I truly apologize, as this is not my fault, but I'm taking responsibility. I'm deeply sorry to everyone who was inconvenienced by this. Well, wait a minute. I got one thing to say.
Go for it.
He in one mouthful of breath of air, he says, this is not my fault, but I'm taking responsibility. So what is it? Because if it's not your fault, why would you take responsibility?
But it's
for
your fault. I don't care what any.
Thank you.
I don't care who shot John. No,
he's a famous rapper.
Ja Rule
and a famous hip hop singer.
So how was he got involved with it?
Ja Rule.
It was part of his deposition
Wait a minute.
that they had planned.
Wait a minute. It's Ja Rule and McFarlane, right? They go by, they see this island, they collaborate, say we're going to put on this Bam and Frye festival. It's going to cost $2,000 for the most expensive ticket to $125 for the cheapest ticket, right?
No, actually, it was thousands of dollars for
a lot of people spend a lot for the lodging. The lodging. The accommodations were supposed to be top notch.
But it was private planes taking them there. That's why it was thousands of dollars.
Exactly. Here's the thing. They didn't know what they were doing. It was the first time either one of them had ever put on a festival of this magnitude. And they just fell short. They didn't keep up with who was doing what, and they didn't have a timeline saying this has to be done at this time, this has to be done at that time. Then you bring in the food. How do you lose your contract for your caterer?
No, they didn't lose the contract. That is not what happened. What happened is the contractor for the food said that they were fired the week before. They didn't lose it. They fired them.
Well, okay, poor choice of words. But the fact is, you don't get rid of one and not have another one waiting in the wing ready to take up the job.
A week before, you don't get
fired. You just don't do that. Who does it? So they're apologizing left and right. McFarlane was told Rolling Stone magazine that he says, we were a little naive in thinking for the first time we could do this ourselves. Next year we'll definitely start earlier. You know when they should have started for next year's Frye Festival? In January.
And then on top of that, the part of the entertainment that was supposed to be there, a couple of the groups canceled prior to being there.
I read a story they were calling up some of the performers telling them not to come. It was so much controversy. I'm like, how horrible. And then there's a class action lawsuit.
Oh, yeah.
$100 million.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, we don't just want our money back.
Who's going to pay for it?
Because
that's going on them.
And I'm going to say that they deserve more than their money back because, first of all, they not only spent money, but they spent time. They came there in good faith that they were going to be provided with the services that they paid for.
Yep.
And they didn't receive any of that. So I believe that the help was just a refund.
Right.
But you're going to give me something for my loss of time and my aggravation and my
vacation time. They got
that's what I'm saying.
Permission from their work to go there.
Some of them didn't even get permission from their work and probably got back and lost their job.
This man, the man who started the lawsuit said he spent $4,000 just on tickets.
Yeah.
And they were prepared to come in and really enjoy themselves because it's supposed to last for like a week or something like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think
it was like a 6-day concert or something of that nature.
And then they had tweeted people who had just got there and they had their little cups and they were walking around the beach and having a good time. And then all hell broke loose. People went to see their accommodations and they could have stayed home for that.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, we're going to take a quick break here on the radio. You're listening to the Jamaica Funk Show with KT, Joe, and Christos. We'll be right back. Well, Ironman.
Them nobody know, them just talking hype. When we roll up, shoot up them 45. If I know the get the beat, then I the 45. Yo, hey, me the boy, it squeeze it, trigger palm boy. Shotty post, blood run like river that boy. From me little bit run, he send me apart. And everybody know, send me no give a damn boy. Me bust me gun till he hot like fire pan stove. A rock catch panny wall like fly up and post. Them know so me sick like Iron Man coke. Me make your mother buy a reed and a one rose. Clip them long like fireman hose. Shot bunny him up like iron pan close. Any bumper hold this dead. God know me take the oath. Car when he gun them a bust boy drop down a deck. Me run them down shoot shot in your gut. Anyway chip then he chop them a cut. A tough chat them a pop. I don't know if we bust them head. Promise that why you are the fucking dead. Squeeze it, trigger palm boy. Shotty post, blood run like river that boy. From me little bit run, he send me apart. And everybody know, send me no give a damn boy. War get hot, man a drop dash bomb in Iraq. Them know me head hot like yam in the pot. Pussy love chat, so me shot him for that. When the rifle bust, don't jam in fi stop. So me left him fi gap. Boy I try run him, print chop him fi got. As some me know say them a pussy. Yo, them not evil. Never bust her head dead with the fucking nigger. Boy, you say them tough. Now look for me, though. Street team make your blood run like a fucking diesel. Hey, me never itch it, squeeze it, trigger palm, boy. Shotty post, blood run like river that boy. From me little bit run, he send me apart. And everybody know, send me no give a damn boy. Me bust me gun till he hot like fire pan stove. A rock catch panny wall like fly up and post. Them know so me sick like Iron Man coke. Me make your mother buy a reed and a one rose. Clip them long like fireman hose. Shot bunny him up like iron pan close. Any bumper hold this dead. God know me take the oath. Car when he gun them a bust boy drop down a duck. Me run them down shoot shot in your gun. Anyway chip then he chop them a cut. A tough chat them a pop. I don't know if we bust them head. From inside why you are the fucking dead. Squeeze it, trigger palm boy. Shotty post, blood run like river that boy. From me little bit run, he send me apart. And everybody know, send me no give a damn boy.
Boss 4-1, them boy they no know man. Come a promise man, thump in a face DJ. I want the whole crew gun.
Me murder 4 man, 4 girl. Make AK sing like vocal. Them badness like them local. Man, we sing them place like Portland. When my be a man, all our people are dead. What 90 are squeezing a head. Tell them about rose eyes, flank off, seal them. Can't tell them man believe in a lead. Rifle rise and people are dead. Mark 90 squeezing a head. Them know we be must them head. He fuck me gun never head. Man hot up the place like pot pan stove. Funeral, play a bone box and rose. Real top killer we no mac and toast. Tell some boys if it's up from pose. How your skin coulda tough like Batman clothes. To be 18 see clock pan nose. Lift off the head with the hands and toes. Come in all left nothing for the cops and crows. Squeeze out the girl tech. Boil it down in a casket well dressed. Chop off a neck left your headless. Who no badness soft like a bread wet. Anybody feel brave or make step. Out of your body me we make breath left. AR-15 it well set. I no bank teller when he take check. Spanish town roll out, people are dead. What 90 are squeezing a head. Tell about big tree, homestead, march pen. Toss pen, man, believe in a lead. Rifle rise and people are dead. Mark 90 squeezing a head. Them know we be must them head. He fuck me gun knock us head. When the Glock speed, boy drop this. Me run over them and clap 6. Boy get pop up like mob stick. Me murder your friend, me no chat quick. To kill them, me no practice. Rise the rifle and balance it. Blood leak out like tongue drip. Boy just get him tongue. When you hear about ravers and a ding dong, out of your head where you a ruffling from. One in your face where the hollow tips slam. Big rifle a sing class and a sing song. 50 cash shake up the place, hear a whole man shout out. If I no got a King Kong, funeral day make a mother sing song. I am a moral, them have to play this one. Ma be a man who all people are dead. What 90 are squeezing a head. Tell about rose eyes, flank off, seal them. Can't tell them man believe in a lead. Rifle rise and people are dead. Mark 90 squeezing a head. One of them know me, we bust them head. Lift up me gun, then a pen.
DJ Broke good. So me I say Salt Spring. Me I say Cornwall Coast. You see me? Me I say Gully. You hear that? Whole of Mobile, whole of Spain Town, Homestead, my place. TJ, what you say?
Both said
Rivers, killers,
GCP
motherfucking sick niggas.
10% Greenland.
Fort Jenners.
Watch the Facebook Live event.
So, guys, listen. We're going to give you some poetry by Johanna Bright. So sit back, relax, and enjoy at some point. Okay, go ahead.
I'm at a point where I question my ability to read people. Yeah, I know I said I could, but people change. The ones that come near seem like the ones I would trust. The ones who said they had my back, I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. I'm at a point where I question my ability to discern the right from the wrong. And before, yeah, it was easy because we were young. Everyone had the same ideals. We were all in the same fight, had the same battles and strategies. The outcome was what we all wanted. But now the war is different. It's the same war with the same soldiers fighting on the same front, and some have the same tattered uniforms, and they chant the same battle cry, and I attend the same rallies with the same people. But it's different now. It's too many skirmishes, too many deaths, too many walking wounded who remember when we stood up for them in the fray, in the heat of the battle, when all seemed lost, and they needed someone to reach out and pull them out of the ditch and cover them with their bodies while the bullets flew overhead. And all they knew was there was noise and somehow it's not affecting them because someone covered them with their blood and they emerged victorious. And they're different now. And I'm different now. But the war rages on and the battles are held on the field of death and the bodies pile up in numbers staggering, sublime. And we stop counting them because we have to soldier on until the war is won. We're all different now. There are times when I want to check out, and it seems like there's no end to the war. There are no more victories. The soldiers are tired, wearied, and worn. The bullets still fly. The death toll still rises. Not as much as you would think anymore. And the enemy, he doesn't care. And I don't know who he is anymore.
Okay, guys, that was Joe Bright at some point. So we're back, and we were talking about
We were finishing up the
yeah,
Frye
we would
Festival.
finish up the Frye Festival, and actually, Christos was talking about an incident that he ran into last night, but we're not going to reiterate that, okay?
No, I just want to
Finish your
Get it?
thought.
Yeah.
in Greece, people, you go to any restaurant. If you tell them you're hungry, they feed you, unless they don't give you alcoholic drinks. But if you're hungry, they feed you for free.
That's a wonderful
Yeah,
thing.
and that's really a good thing.
So let's tell our listeners on Spreaker.com, but we are simulcasting on Facebook Live, so we're holding two different conversations depending on which end of the conversation you're on.
And if you missed the show, if you missed the Facebook, the radio show itself while we're doing it, you can also go to Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com, and search Jamaica Funk Show and pull us up. We have a series of recorded shows.
Yeah, we're on www.jamaicafunkshow.com. That's the simplest thing you can do.
Absolutely.
You can listen to every single one of our podcasts, our radio broadcasts. You can watch every single one of our videos right from www.jamaicafunkshow.com.
So on to the next subject. The next subject is Michelle and Barack Obama are donating $2 million towards two Chicago programs that provide summer jobs and apprenticeships, setting the stage for the Obama's Presidential Center mission coming to help employ and train Southside youth. So Chicago's Southside is one of the
Hardest hit economically?
yeah. It's parts of it are economically challenged.
It's going up. It's raising up. I
Yeah,
have to admit.
but parts
yeah.
of the South Side is
It's-
economically challenged.
But you know, as challenged as it was, it's not going to happen overnight. So, and you can go anywhere on the South Side now. You can see a lot of great things happening.
Absolutely, but the thing that got me excited is the $2 million that they're donating for youth summer jobs and youth apprenticeship for this coming summer. So that adds into the money that the city of Chicago, because the city of Chicago has jobs for youth too.
Right, but if I understand it, they only have like 20,000
No,
right now.
30,000 jobs.
Oh, okay, 10,000 more.
Yeah,
'cause
30,000 jobs.
I saw an ad that said 20,000. Here's my thing. Ronner hasn't passed the budget. I don't know where they're going to get more money. So that's a blessing to have the Obamas to donate $2 million towards
Well, not
that.
only the Obamas, but they do actually have money allocated for summer jobs for youth in Chicago. So, and like
That's
I
a
said,
good influx of money, though.
well, it doesn't matter. They have money.
It's a good influx.
Oh, I know.
Influx.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay,
$2
yes, it does matter. It does matter.
$2 million for one summer, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
that
a
means
lot
that
of
they can
jobs, a lot of
employ-
apprenticeships for kids.
Right.
Yeah.
They can employ a whole lot more.
I hope it's allocated properly. That's my only concern.
Yeah. Well, with the Obamas behind it, I really believe that it will be allocated because it's Barack Obama and Michelle, and they're going to oversee to make sure it's allocated properly. And one of the things that I've been saying about President Barack Obama, because Chicago has endured a lot of violence in the last couple of years or so. I mean,
and it's been touted as being the worst, but there are literally 25 more cities in the United States whose gun violence is worse than the city of Chicago.
however, per capita, those are worse, but still, we've experienced a lot of gun violence here in Chicago, and senseless gun violence at times.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is due to people being economically challenged. They don't have jobs. So
They got drugs.
So a lot of the youths are selling drugs, and with drugs come violence.
Yeah.
So what I believe the Obamas is going to do is going to help solve that problem, because that's like the biggest problem that Chicago faces right now is young people without jobs.
Okay, so this part of the article says the center itself aims to boost employment in the community through jobs during construction and once open through youth-focused employment programming. It's a quote, "We can't afford to wait 4 years to start working together," Barack Obama said that. Told the audience at the South Shore Cultural Center that. He cited the city's violence and the need to reach young people who might be at risk if they don't have something to do during the summers. You can't put it more eloquently than that.
Yes, but you know what? I want to say something else into this. Barack Obama does a wonderful job with wife Michelle. I understand that. But we as a country, as a corporations, we have to do a lot better. I mean, I was involved in a case to buy some belts. The belts are selling in the United States for $18 to $20, with taxes $25. I bought the same belts for $2.50. Okay, and I shipped them over to Europe so they can sell it. If I, as an individual, can buy 2,000 belts for $2.50, do you imagine these big corporations how much they buy? Probably for 50 cents.
Oh, of course.
And they sell them for 18 and 20.
Well, and so unfortunately, that's how economics works in this country.
So then my point is this, though. When you buy the belt, and I'm unemployed here, and you sell it me for $20, and I have to borrow money to get that belt, borrowing, it's not going to last too long.
No.
Manufacture here, so I can work and pay for it. If I'm unemployed and have to buy the belt for $20, I mean, they drink the blood of the people with a straw.
They take the nickels and dimes right out of their pockets.
Well, that's what they're doing. But you have to understand, immigrants come into this country. This is one of the things that gets me about immigrants. I just have to say this. They come into this country and they come into communities. They set up shop, especially on the South Side, in the black community. But they don't live in the black community. They hire very few people in the community. Some of these places may have 1 or 2 people that would live in the community, but they're being supported by the community, and they take all this money that they make in the community back to their own community, which the black community does not get the benefit of the resources that they're circulating in their own community.
That's that trickle down effect that they always talk about. You know what a trickle is? Nothing. It's infinitesimal.
It's pissing you off. That's what a trickle does. It pisses you off.
Exactly. And so that's the problem. But we're looking forward to Barack Obama and Michelle Obama and putting a nice big jolt of not just money into the economy, but energy.
And it says
for people
here,
to just move forward.
It says One Summer Chicago, which is the city summer job program, and the Chicago Workforce Founder Alliance, a collaboration of foundations and corporation funders focused on employment and equity. Each will receive $1 million from the Obamas. So those are the job programs that the Obamas are boosting, along with the money that Chicago has already allocated for jobs.
We can do the jobs, but where are they going to go get the job?
Well, the city creates these jobs. They put them in apprenticeships. They put them in corporations. They have them working YMCA. They have them cleaning up the city.
There are small businesses who have grants. They apply for the grants to give summer youth jobs in arts and music, wherever.
Right.
And the kids, they find out through school.
And if we were in Chicago, which we're not, we're in Westchester, but if we were in Chicago, we would be eligible for some of that money to hire interns to, videotape our show.
Right.
We still could, no?
Well, no.
We would have to put our bid in like months ago.
What county is this? Is this Cook County?
Yeah.
But it's not the city of Chicago. And so if
we're cousins.
I don't think it still doesn't work.
I got aunt and uncles. Okay.
It still doesn't work that way. We're trying to get away from that whole backroom deal and handshaking, money under the table. I got your back kind of stuff going on.
I scratch your back.
We're really trying to get away from all that. We're trying to go above board because you have to teach the children a work ethic, a good business work ethic as well.
I do career days. I go to schools in Chicago, in Crestwood, to teach kids
Yeah, but
about
that's
career
different.
days.
And that's a wonderful thing.
Here's the thing: Chicago has rules about who they give their money to.
Yeah.
I did
And
it
you
for
got
free.
you. Chicago has rules about who they give their money to. You have to be within those guidelines.
And they have a nice big book of them probably for
Right.
you to go through.
Right.
Trust me, you have
Or
to
I tell
jump
you
through
what.
all the hoops.
If you want to find out if you qualify, because you are in the county of Cook,
Yes.
so if you want to find out if you qualify, call the city hall. Call City Hall, Chicago City Hall, and find out if your business does qualify to get grants to hire young people to come in and do
And
work.
it's probably just a criteria you have to
Right,
fall
right.
under and just
No,
one
I think we
page.
should call colleges privately.
No, that has nothing to do with
that
what
has
I'm
nothing
talking
to do
about.
with that. When they talk about jobs for youth, they usually mean children 17
To 24. It actually is from 14 to 24.
Well, I was gonna go down, but yeah. But you
14
have
to
to
24.
qualify for it too. These are not jobs for just all kids. A lot of times they just mean disadvantaged youth.
Well, or the ones that get there and get the jobs.
And they
because
have to
that's
want to
really
have
what it's
it.
about.
Yeah, because I haven't seen any really great programs happening in Chicago.
Well,
across the board in a
Let's
long
see.
time.
One summer Chicago mayoral initiative uses the city and private funds to host about 31,000 youths ages 14 to 24 in summer jobs, internships, and or recreational programs. Its budget of $26 million, about $16 million of which is the city's money, and the rest mostly corporations and foundation dollars, which cover kids' wages as well as transportation, mentoring, and group activities. Said Mary Ellen
Messner.
Yeah, Mary Ellen Messner, deputy commissioner of youth services for the Department of Family and Support Services.
That's a mouthful.
I
Yes,
love
it is.
her name.
And they
Mary
said,
Ellen.
wait a minute, they said last year, one summer received more than 77,000 applications. So they're only scratching the surface with what they have for the 31,000.
Yeah.
But I think this $2 million that they're putting
Gonna
into
really
this fund
help.
will help boost more jobs. So
And
for
then when you think about that, when
77,000,
you have that many kids,
yeah, you have that many
employed,
applicants.
and they're getting up, they have some place to go, they're not hanging around their neighborhoods, they're not getting in trouble, they're learning the craft, they're learning the business ethic, and this is something that they can take with them for the rest of their life, and they feel some worth in themselves for having something to do in the day.
We should get them some TV.
Listen, guys, we're coming to the end of our road here on the radio station. You guys on Facebook Live, don't go nowhere because we're not leaving you. But we're getting ready to leave Spreaker because we're coming to the end of our road. I want to say to everyone out there, thank you for joining us. Christos, you want to tell people how they can reach you?
Oh yeah, it's 1708 562 3877 708-562-3877. Come for storage, cleaning, remodel your foreign leather coats.
And you're running a storage sale?
Yeah, special clean glazing store. $98 per year, baby.
Till 2018. So if you don't know your fur, know your furrier. Christos Furs and Westchester, Illinois, baby. And Joe, tell people how they can get a hold of you.
Well, you can get a hold of me at mamayaya.wixsite.com/website. That's MOMMAYAY.WIXSITE.com/website. Or www.jamaicafunkshow.com.
And also, Catherine Winston channel on YouTube. And we do have Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
Go to our website. It's a one-stop
go
shop.
to our
It's
website.
so much
Really.
easier if you just do that. You can find all of that and more there.
Absolutely. So, guys, once again, without you, there wouldn't be any us. So we appreciate you for joining us today.
On
God
Spreaker.com.
bless you. God bless you on Spreaker.com. Well, Iron Man.
thing go. You hear that? That girl them out to bubble over for you. Up to the time, you know it's called 10. Told them I'm here. See me, I said, the ladies, you know, living a life eccentric, authentic, the sky. Those ladies over there, I think they need some antiseptic.
You know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when your man say natural. No boy can say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. Cause you know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when your man say natural. No boy can say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. You no carry me a tea, that a dirty class. So if a your man she want, she no fit her. Stretch her hand when you a pass, make you chop it her. If you in a Versace shot, start your pop it her. She in a dirty shot, tell her, take it her. So push it her. To how you take Magdalene to her. When you shop in a Jamaica, you shop a manapa. And legally, she can't shop no grand bar. You know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when your man say natural. No boy can say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. Cause you know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when your man say natural. No boy can say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. DRDNG mean dirty garments. And our life rewind to the past tense. Cause it's full of torments. Jerry Springer suffer in front of a life through the hard ends. But you're not a disgrace to your parents. You deal with them various monthly payments. Your life in a sequence. Your body full of iron, calcium, necessary ingredients. You know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when your man say natural. No boy can say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. I don't know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when your man say natural. No boy can say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal.
Them nobody know, them just talking hype. When we roll up, shoot up them party vibes. If I know the get a beat, then I the 45. Yo, hey, man, the boy, itchy, squeeze it, trigger palm, boy. Shotty post, blood run like river that boy. From me little bit run, he send me apart. Ride on me, ride on me, ride on me. Ooh, ride on me, ride on me, ride on me. Come take all my money if that what you want, but be why you love. Come a look closer, cause you know say bad man want be boss. Take a little time when you ride on it, girl, you not fi rush. You not fi rush. Hey, anytime when you ride me grind, girl, you know say the style me, I'ma shut me mind. And when you back it up for the back shot, you in front of me, but I wanna keep in the back door, cause you know say you boom boom all the way. When you have to near my 8 figure, near my waist, call clips here, no be the fight. You see the girl them, love them. Squeeze them and we touch them. Swear to God, I can't live without the girl them. Me have to love them, love them. Squeeze them and we touch them. That's right. Turn like car key and a key hole. Do the driving, do no detour. Sweat a bus like it a C4. When me shell out your belly like you a seashore. Send it up like it a G4. Me no bus plank, me no reboot. Turn over arch up to the crush like we a crush ice, but we a keep more. And then later me ready for another round. You can go another 3 more. Strip down when me see you as you are. Like a couple letters on the keyboard. Me know you're not the type to sleep around. Me know all when me see oil. You never be poor. With me, girl, you never be poor. Come take all my money if that what you want, but you want your love. Come and look closer, cause you know say bad man want the boss. Take a little time when you ride on it, girl, you not be rush. You not be rush. You not be rush. Come take all my money if that what you want, but you want your love. Come and look closer, cause you know say bad man want the boss. Take a little time when you ride on it, girl, you not be rush. You not be rush. Take your time, no need to rush. Hold on tight and don't let go. Baby girl, I need your touch. Why? The pussy that pressure me, it's getting the best of me. Feeling my style, feeling my salary, over a recipe. She feeling the way that I roll and she not gonna live to the death of me. I tell her keep feeling it loud, don't worry, baby, I got the sesame. I'm from the street like I'm sesame, I'm from the street like I'm sesame.